Calls the Wisconsin National Guard answers.
Those calls have been demanding and frequent over the past year, taking them away from their civilian jobs, education, and families, and bringing them to the front lines of not only the pandemic, but to elections, protest, and unrest. Madeline O'Neill takes a look back at the past 12 months and what is still to come. Maddie?
Well, for the most part, individual Guard members didn't do everything and go on every mission. For example, someone helping out in the COVID-19 response likely didn't assist for demonstrations here in Madison or in Kenosha. But for the National Guard as a whole, the last 12 months have marked a number of milestones.
We have asked a lot of our force, and that's no surprise, and that's no secret.
Lieutenant Colonel Matt McDonald's 20 years with the Wisconsin National Guard have been filled with these snapshots of missions close to home and abroad.
We are a flexible, agile force.
This year,
I think the buzzword we're all accustomed to is unprecedented.
This past year was very different.
After 2 decades with the Guard, Major Greta Weiskopf didn't expect planning a pandemic response to be in the picture either.
A unique part of this operation is to see everybody stepping into a new role and coming together to work in this capacity.
That means helping with COVID-19 testing across the state.
That on-the-go lifestyle for 8 months is difficult.
And now mobile teams helping with the logistics of vaccinating.
The COVID-19 response alone is the single largest sustained domestic mobilization in Wisconsin National Guard history.
That's just one piece of a year that kept piling on.
Then you add in that we've mobilized more than 5,000 troops for civil unrest response.
Then another 4,000 troops for election support, on top of those stationed overseas.
It's definitely been a heavy year.
The Guard soldiers and airmen have done the heavy lifting, building up to a mission to Washington, D.C. for President Joe Biden's inauguration.
It's an adrenaline shot, I can tell you that.
McDonald led 570 troops as the Joint Task Force Wisconsin commander to the country's capital.
You know, we were prepared for a worst case scenario and maybe a replay of the events of 6 January.
He says their readiness put them front and center at the building's perimeter where they could catch glimpses of the official proceedings.
I'm incredibly proud to be part of this organization at a pivotal time in our nation's history.
It's pretty incredible what they've been able to accomplish, truly.
After stepping up,
You take the information as it comes and you process it.
they can step back.
And think about it in a big picture standpoint. That's when you really understand how much varied response we've had over the last year.
That big picture couldn't have been predicted or possible without everyone who made up the smaller pieces.
And bring together that incredible diverse skill set and backgrounds and experiences. And this is what citizen soldiers and airmen sign up to do.
Though it's been a demanding year, Major Weiskopf says there are a number of resources available to Guard members, such as chaplains who check in frequently, and service members are able to withdraw from a mission if need be. Now, both Weiskopf and Lieutenant Colonel McDonald are looking forward to what is hopefully a calmer year and are setting their sights on how they can help us all return to a sense of normalcy.
We thank them.